It wants to consume me. It wants to destroy my consciousness until there's nothing left. Some friends and I had always had some interest in the occult, and today we decided that it may be a fun idea to purchase and try out a Ouija board. We had made the assumption that it was all fiction and therefore foolishly discarded the rule sheet. We really wanted to have a supernatural experience, so we made an agreement to meet at a rundown cemetery just outside of town at about 10 at night. We arrived at the cemetery at 10, as expected. I wish that we had turned back, but it's too late now. The cemetery was dark, full of unkempt graves of souls long forgotten. The gravestones stood ominously against a background of the moonlight, casting grim shadows across the overgrown lawn. We chose a medium stone in the center of the cemetery as our location to commune with the spirits. We set up and activated the Ouija board with the hopes of enjoying a supernatural experience. Why we were so stupid, I am unable to comprehend. Shortly after starting the session, we felt a chill run through the cemetery. The planchette started to move in response to our stupid questions until the moon hit its highest point in the sky. At that moment, we were able to see the spirits. There were easily 20 of them surrounding us. I have never felt so much fear in my life. The spirit that was standing nearest to me placed its ethereal hands on my back, and I could feel it penetrating into my body. It felt like a change in consciousness. It was terrifying. I was having thoughts that I had never thought. I was having visions that frightened me. I could still see the dead walking around me. I don't know how to stop it. I hear light suggestions from time to time, suggesting that I do things that I would have never considered. Sometimes it is something as simple as changing the shirt I'm wearing. Other times it will be an impulse to act in a harmful way toward another person. I have no definitive way to ensure that my thoughts are my own anymore. My friends are all experiencing the same thing. Why do we have to mess with the forces we didn't understand? What compelled us? I woke up today in a cold sweat. I'm not sure what I dreamt about, but I am doubtful that it is unrelated to the events of last night. I hope that last night was a cruel nightmare until I opened this journal today, confirming that the experience was real. I could feel these suggestions that deviate from my normal choices and routines. I had a slight urge to change the coffee that I ordered today from a light roast to a medium roast. When I did, I could feel the thing within me get stronger. They get stronger when you give in to the urges they create. The stronger they get, the harder the urges are as they come. I accidentally gave in to the suggestions 3 times today, the first of which was the coffee. The second incident, I chose to use a pen at work instead of using my normal mechanical pencil. The moment I made the switch, I could feel the spirit inside me get stronger. I'm worried that I don't know how to stop it. The suggestions they give feel so trivial. How can they matter this much? The third incident, I had an urge to eat some Mexican food over lunch. I went, even though I generally dislike Mexican food. I just felt an uncontrollable craving for it. I could feel the thing within me strengthen the moment that it resolved that I made the decision. I could still see the spirits around me. I don't know how to stop it. They are all around. I actively drive as far from the cemetery as possible during my route. I'm afraid of how they look at me. They are all around. They look in the window with their sunken white eyes. They keep their distance though, possibly because they know I'm already claimed. This thing is rapidly taking over control. I feel urges that I am unable to resist, almost like the decision has already been made for me. Each decision that is made beyond my control, I feel the thing gets stronger. I feel myself losing control of my decisions. I'm going to talk to the leader of the church today. I'm not sure what else to do. I think I'll still be able to make that decision and actually go there and tell them what has happened to me. I went to the church and met with Father Marshall. It wasn't easy. The entire way there, I felt like it was a waste of time and I should turn around and return home. I managed to get there and meet with him regardless of these urges and thoughts. He listened to my story intently from start to finish. He informed me that the church does not still practice the act of exorcism, and the ritual is only known anymore to a select few members far from here. The church wouldn't sanction an exorcism since they no longer consider them any more powerful than a prayer. He told me that historically the ritual of exorcism was widely over-applied, and the church cut back on this due to the traumatic experience for innocent victims. I sat with the priest for an hour as he prayed for me. I'm not fully convinced that he believed my story, but he still prayed for me. I don't think that anyone is going to believe me. The story sounds too far-fetched. I would have to admit, if the roles were reversed, I would likely doubt them as well. I have started blacking out for moderate periods of time. I'm unsure of what I do while I'm out. I continue with my day but have no memory. I'm concerned that this is going to get worse as time goes on. I don't know what is controlling me, but I feel helpless to stop it. I visited my friends today, and they are experiencing the same thing. How could we be so stupid? What have we done? This thing is consuming all of my being, and I can feel its hatred for me.
I have finally been born again into a body, after a century of waiting. I have craved life since the cold embrace of death grasped my soul. It took time to assume full control, but the previous tenant of this vessel is now a passenger, an observer, nothing.